Hey guys, and welcome to a new World of Tanks gameplay video. Today I've been playing my T30, the American Tier 9 TD of the turreted line. And what I'm gonna demonstrate or show you in this first video is how to overcome greater number of enemies by using very simple platoon-based teamwork. It's an encounter battle on Ensk, and we are in very different tanks. If for example you all pick the same tank, like all three pick a T54, you can just do some wolf packing. If you got three IS-7s, then you can do some brawling. But when you got three very different vehicles like the T30, the Centurion, and the T54, you're gonna have to somehow use those differences of tanks to your advantage, and every tank has its strengths, and you gotta exploit that. You gotta find a way to exploit the different strengths and weaknesses of your tanks in your platoon. And we just go to the usual encounter spot here, and we see a VK-45 here coming head on. And going head on against the VK-45 is never a good idea because it got really strong frontal armor. Luckily this guy is stock, and he's got also the small 105mm gun. And we can't ignore him. He needs to die before we can move up, because otherwise he can just flank us in our backs when we go to engage all that large group of enemies in D8. So he has to die, and what we do here, me and Genesis are coordinating. I'm saying you take the first hit, and then while he's reloading I'll poke out and shoot him. And because he's got the most basic health, the most hit points standardly. And now we're going to do it the other way around. I've got now the most hit points, so I'm going to roll out and take the hit. And then while I'm aiming, because I've got quite long aim time, Genesis rolls out to take the shot. When he shoots, he falls back, and I finish him off. We've only taken 600 damage. He's taken 2000. I was a bit lucky that he got an unlucky track shot on me there, but I also bounced on him that first shot, which was really annoying in a T30 because of the 17.5 second aiming time. Here I see a good opportunity to shoot that King Tiger in the side, and I quickly take it. You see, I've got quite a good defensive setup here. Genesis has got that corner, the right one. I've got this left corner, and Hardy's back there in his C54. He's got that other. He's behind that other house there to cover both our backs. Now, that T34, he fired on our T34, so I know I've got a gap of 12 seconds to poke out and shoot back at him. And then you need to exploit the reload time of your enemies in your T34, because you can't really angle against high tier, high penetration guns in a T30 because the side armor is just too weak. It's not a very good tank for urban combat. It's better on hilly maps where you can exploit the turret armor and the gun depression. Here I'm gonna try to block that Type 59 from flanking us, and I shoot him, but I get an unlucky bounce. I shot him in the hull, but like right below his turret. I maybe didn't take enough time to aim and to get a proper shot at him. And here Genesis runs into my shot, and I tell him, like, go away, move to the right so I can shoot at him, which he does. And that's also a big thing about platoons. You really need TeamSpeak if you want to do it properly, so that you can communicate, because it's not always easy to see where exactly your platoon base is when you're just in the thick of it, and then there's enemies everywhere. And then you really need to be able to communicate, like Genesis or Hardy, move like a bit to the right, a bit to the left, because you're blocking my shots. I need shielding, stuff like that. And when you're in environments like clan wars and yeah, tournament as well, and companies that needs to happen automatically, because with 15 people in a channel, if you would always have to say, you know, I need shielding, or focus fire on this thing, it's just gonna be chaos. So that needs to you need to learn to do that automatically. But in a platoon, you can really communicate into the details, and then just really you need to learn how to really communicate with each other. And it's not that great of a battle for either of us. It's not like any one of us is gonna get 2k XP and a million damage, but we do get 3 kills each, which means brothers in arms. And that's just simply because of the teamwork. You spread the kills, you spread the damage, you also spread the damage that is taken. And none of us is really at low health. I mean, we could do these we could take on another 10 enemies if we had just continued like that. It's just too bad that there's only 15 enemies in a battle. And the T30 is a new tank for me. I only just got it like an hour ago at this point when this battle was played. So I did free XP the tracks to get the gun and the equipment on it, but I've got no crew skills because I put a new crew on it. Put my old crew from T28 prototype in something else. So no repair skills. Also not even 100% crew. And that's the result. 3.4k damage, 1.3k XP. It's not that good, but we did get a brothers in arms. And this is a while later. I played this battle just an hour ago or something. And at this point my T30 is elite, and I do have 100% crew skills, and even some repair skills, about 50%. And of course my commander also 6/10 on 50%. And again I'm on Ensk, and this time it's a standard battle. And I just go to my usual spot where I go with heavies or TDs. And yeah, here I'm not really watching what I'm doing, so I run like a noob into that wall. But I'll show you a really good spot for American tanks here, or well, actually for tanks in general. It's this little white car in front of me here, because this is an urban map, and I need to exploit my turret armor. That's really difficult on a map like Ensk because it's flat, and so you need to use obstacles like this car. Of course, it's not perfect cover because it doesn't hide my entire hull, and also there's of course weak spots on the T30's turret, which at close range can be quite easily penetrated if the enemy knows where to shoot at. But it's better than nothing. It does make my hull a much more difficult target to hit. Of course, that car is destroyable. So if you accidentally run over it, or it can only be used once. If you shoot it, it disappears. So, but it is at least better than nothing. And here I'm just always watching that gap here, because there's always almost always on this map the enemy will be there, and they will drive straight through that gap, and you will spot them even though there's a bush. And then you can take one shot before they reach that position, and then you're one step ahead of the enemy, one shot ahead of the enemy. And a T30 with 750 average damage, that is of course one huge step, one huge shot. That T30 is already down to 50% health with one shot. And he just can't do anything. And here I'm willing to take that risk. It's not perfect cover, as I said again, but he wasn't really concentrating. So I got another shot off at him. Here at M103 gets proxy spotted by our IS-8 and he pokes out, but I'm not reloaded, so I quickly fall back again. But then I see that he's not really concentrating and he's not looking my way, so I take the opportunity to give him another almost 900 damage. This is such a huge gun, and I'm really enjoying this tank. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's the biggest RT magnet or you know, priority target that I've ever played, together with a PTS tank. You're always the one, the RT and the tanks is gonna shoot first when they get the chance, and I found that you really need to play very cautiously with this thing.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Here I'm just flanking that enemy, yeah, with enemy T30.
Gotcha. One of our tracks is hit.
That 30 gets me in the side. But now I know that he's got at best the 105mm gun. Could even be the 88. I'm not sure of that. I didn't see, because he did only like little less than 300 damage. I don't wanna. I've got enough health to take him head on at this point. I'm not gonna take the time to flank him from the back, from D1, from that corner here where that 212 is, because time is damage. Damage is credits and XP. And here I'm lucky because that 212 surprised me, but he didn't shoot, so I'm guessing he wasn't reloaded or he was intimidated. Because he started falling back, which gave me a perfect opportunity to kill him. Here I know that GW Panther is gonna have real difficulties with gun depression, and there's no way he can aim faster than me. He's gonna be lucky to one hit me there. But that's at the end of the battle. I've got Top Gun, Reaper, Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, 5.5k damage, which it's not that very good in a T30, but it's the best battle that I've played with it until now, and I thought it was a good demonstration of how to use this tank in an urban environment, which is not very suitable for. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.